Hello everyone and welcome back to JavaScript Lessons in Codecademy. So last time we were looking at how to use logical operators. Today we're going to be starting a big project, as you can see from this whole code. So we told you this was just the beginning of our game empire. Now that you know more about JavaScript, you'll be able to create much richer, choose your own adventure game. So I'm not going to be playing through it a couple of times just for time's sake, but you guys can try that out and tell me what happens, I guess. And I'm not going to be explaining this in the whole thing in this video. I think that we're going to be working in parts by parts. So let's save and submit, and I don't know, let's look at what it's asking us to do. You're walking through the forest midnight, minding your own business, and you run into a troll. Do you fight him, pay him, or run? Fight the troll? How courageous? Are you strong? Yes or no? Yes. Are you smart? Yes. You only need one of the two. You beat the troll. Nice work. Oh, so that's probably using an or. So let's just move on. First, we'll need to use a prompt statement to ask our user what he or she wants to do. Recall that we use prompt like this. So you have a variable which you assign to a prompt. And at the end there's a semicolon, which I'm just noting for myself. We store the result of using prompt in a variable so we can use the user's response to influence what the program does. So we need to prompt the user for input and store it in a variable called user. Are we asking for their name, maybe? Prompt, and you can ask anything. Well, because the variable is called user, I'm just going to ask what's your name. Oops, not colon, but there we go. And there we go. Don't leave off your semicolons. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I again forgot that. I don't know how we did that with the console log, that's weird. 2 uppercase and 2 lowercase. So you may have noticed us use the 2 uppercase function in the first exercise. We used it like this. So you have var answer equals prompt and the whole prompt to 2 uppercase. So what this does is it just makes it all caps or capital letters. And this can be useful just to eliminate the variation, such as yes in all capitals, yes in all lowercase, yes with a capital Y and lowercase es. Because if you're comparing, so if you're checking what the user has entered, you won't want to check every single option. It's just inefficient. So it's more efficient to convert their input to all lowercase or all uppercase and then just check that. So the input becomes all caps before we test, so we only have to test for all caps, as I said. So you can also use 2 lowercase, which converts a string to all lowercase letters. I usually prefer doing it to all lowercase. So call either 2 uppercase or 2 lowercase on your prompt to ensure the input you get from the user is capitalized the way you expect. I will do 2 lowercase because, oops, that's not how you do it. I'll do that because I'm just used to that more. Although it really doesn't matter, you can do either one. There we go, it works, so let's move on. Switch. Great work, now let's get into the heart of our game, the switch statement. After you prompt, add a switch statement that will test for several, if I can talk today, different cases. That is different possible user inputs. Create as many as you like, do at least 3. Don't forget to include a default block at the end that will provide a response if the user's choice doesn't match one of your cases. So switch user, and we have, oops, that's not how you do it. Is it like that? I think it was like that. So I have case 1. No. Oh, you have case, yeah, now we need to check for the string. And ooh, I can't remember what comes after this. Was it a colon? Yes, it was a colon. Okay, I remember that correctly. Good. I definitely didn't cheat, but I just needed to see if I'm correct with using the colon there. So case muhe, oops, we went to console.log something, and that's not how you spell console. And what I will say, yay. I'm just going to say something like that because yeah, I really don't know what else to say, and that's the first thing that got into my mind. And then don't forget the break statement after that. So our second case, can be something like case Bob, I don't know. And in the case of Bob, we'll console log something else, and that's not how you spell console. Again, we'll console log something like who are you? I don't know. You can do anything you want. I don't think that Codecademy cares what you do. And case unknown, or I think that's how you spell anonymous. I hope it is. Anyway, but even if it isn't, I don't think Codecademy cares. So let's say something like actually no, I should put this who are you here because it's a lot more relevant. And here, are you Bob? Really now? I don't know, as I said before. And then we can break. And at the end we need default, and it's going to say something like just I don't know you. Full stop. Let's save and submit. Oops, an unexpected identifier. Let's just look at the syntax and see if we have done something wrong. No, I don't know. Okay, I will come back. So I found out what the problem is. Actually, there are two problems. One of which is that I'm making this all lowercase, but I'm not comparing it to all lowercase. So instead of capital B for Bob, I need to do lowercase b. And also here I didn't have the parentheses, which you absolutely need because this isn't Python. And I don't even know if there's switch in Python, but just ignore that. So you need switch and user in parentheses. So if we run this, as you can see, it asks us for a prompt. And if we say Bob, are you Bob? And really now. Before you change the capital B to a lowercase b, it's going to go into the default. And that's it. So let's move on. Good, now let's spice things up with some logical operators. Nice. Add some if-else statements to your cases that check to see whether one condition and another condition are true, as well as whether one condition or another condition are true. Use and or at least one time each. And I'm just going to use it one time because for time's sake. So once we go into here, I don't know, I'm going to make a new variable called win game equals false at the start. And here I don't know, I am just going to do a simple one, which won't make much sense in this case, but it might make some more sense in another case. If user without those, if user triple equals and my name, then we want to say win game equals true, and so therefore the game will be won. But what did I actually want to do? I wanted to do something with and. So if this and something else, I'm going to make another variable, cool player equals false, because not everyone's cool. I will just show you. I don't know what I'm doing, I will just go with it. And then I will make to equal true here, and I want to check this actually and here. So and what's the other one? Cool player. So if both of those are true, then do something. I win the game in this case. So and then when we go into Bob, I will make I will use those same variables and say cool player equals, I don't know, false. No, I will make Bob cool, and I will keep anonymous not cool. I don't know, because that's how I feel. And then I will make a new if statement, and in here I will have if I don't know. This is just up to creativity, guys, so just do whatever you want pretty much. Cool player or name, user equals that, and I will say console.log something like you're cool enough, you don't need the name. Yeah, I will just go with that. Oops, I meant to make that a capital M. So let's try that and see what happens if we do Bob. Oops, we ran into a problem. Make sure to use if and else and not ternary operator question mark. Where have I used the question mark? Do I have to use an else? Else, I'm just going to be very uncreative and say console.log by. And in the previous case, I am going to do the same thing. Say Bob, there we go. So it was just that we didn't use an else statement. This looks quite messy. You can organize it a bit more, but I just didn't want to use the time for that because I'm very uncreative and I know that that took up a lot more time than it was supposed to. But if you want it to work, then just do something like this and it's going to work. Start next lesson then. So you did it. That's it. Oh, okay. That's kind of not interesting. You created a better code your own adventure game using a switch statement and the logical operators and or. At this rate, you'll have your own game company in no time. I guess somehow you can make a game. We need to learn some visual programming first, which I don't think gets covered in this whole course, but oh well. Feel free to add additional cases to your switch, no thank you. More if-else branches, no thank you. Or additional prompts to expand your game. No thank you, I'm not creative enough. Click save and submit code to play your new game. When you're ready, head on to the next JavaScript lesson, arrays and data structures. That is actually quite an interesting topic. So what's your name? I'll just go with that, and there we go, we won the game. You win the game, and we have won the game. So if you found this interesting, guys, please give it a like, share it, subscribe, and if you didn't find it interesting, click the dislike button and tell me how I can make it more interesting for next time. But until that next time, thank you so much for watching and goodbye.